হ্যালো এভরিওয়ান, আসসালামু আলাইকুম। তো কি অবস্থা, সবাই কেমন আছো? আশা করি সবাই ভালো আছো। তো লাইভটাকে সবাই শেয়ার করে দাও, আর অবশ্যই লাইকটাতে লাইক করে দিও, লাইকটাতে। আর সবাই কমেন্ট করো, কেউ যদি ফ্রেন্ডলি খেলতে চাও অবশ্যই কমেন্ট করো। আমি মাইক্রোফোনটা অফ রাখবো, কেননা আমি মাইক্রোফোন অন করে মানে গেম প্লে করতে পারতেছি না, গেম থেকে বের করে দিতেছে। তো এনজয় করো সবাই, আর চ্যানেলে যদি নতুন এসে থাকো চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিও। তো লেটস গো, চলো আজকে দেখি ডিভিশন ম্যাচ খেলা কি অবস্থা ডিভিশন ম্যাচের।
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Lamine Yamal. Well, this guy, Lamine Yamal, Peter, certainly is a very exciting talent. A natural right winger. We all know about his technique, but he's very impressive with his decision-making too. And when you consider that his job is all about supply, it's all about end product, he's become actually quite good at that. His ball retention is quite strong. And when you've got that in a wide player, you're onto something.
Yeah, still. And the finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And again! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So the game's first significant moment. Tries a shot! He scored! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
There was to be only one outcome.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Spread out to the left. Donatoni. He's found a way through. No way through, so back it comes. And this is Marmouche. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Knocks it out wide. Plays a sharp little ball here. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And this is Neymar. Neymar! They've done it! And they get themselves in front! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Chelsea get themselves into the lead. There's the delivery. And he's taking no chances there. Bullet! Yamal. And it's Belletti. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Raul. And this is Marmouche. Bullet always looking for that half a chance. Knocks it into space. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And he cuts out the supply. Thuram. And it's Messi. Some good work on the right flank here. It's gone out for a throw-in. Bullet has a shot.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Belletti. Yamal. Al Hilal finding their passes. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he has shown him a yellow card. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time.
Well, I think they could do with making this count, especially from here.
Marmouche! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And we've reached half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Chelsea head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Yamal. Raul. Now Saliba. Rijkaard. Thuram, the man that is tenacity personified. And it's Thuram. Marmouche. Oh, he's been caught now. Yamal! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And here's Marmouche. And he's intervened well there. Bullet. Now that looks a decent ball. Aimed beyond the defence. That's very neat. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Donadoni really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have really...
Chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Omar Mamouche. Number 22, Raoul. Number 10, Yamal. Number 4, Donadoni.
Oh, there's the clearance.
Number 13, Xabi Alonso. Coming
It's
on the
Batistuta.
field. Number 9,
Threads one in.
Batistuta.
That's been cut out, well
Number
played.
6, Scholes.
Keeper's got good
Number
distance on
5,
that.
Olise. Number 21,
Scholes.
Vinicius Junior.
Serginho.
Number
Here's one whose
17,
deliveries we all know about. He's in a good position.
Taking
It's
place.
Scholes! He's got to be quick to recover this. And he's managed to get rid. That's a sharp pass. And it's Scholes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. And it's been taken short.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Well, he certainly...
And that's that. Chelsea can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. Your reflections then, Jim?
Fellow
Well, the
attendees,
early goal...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside.
And De Bruyne! He's got away with one there. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Lewandowski climbs up big! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Pullet having a look.
We could be looking at a game-changing moment.
And it's Rijkaard. He's tried one! Long ball upfield. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Tonali, and this is Inzaghi. That is a great pick out. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Chelsea really could have done without this. Schmeichel looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Borussia Dortmund are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Knocks it into space. Thuram. Not the most convincing of passes. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Another special Neymar moment! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Oh, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Ronaldo! Superb! That is a gem! An absolute gem! What do you think now about that goal?
Yeah, and anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
Chelsea give themselves a fighting chance. Back it. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. He knows what's coming. A second yellow, and he's off. Well, the protest continues, but in the end, they are defending the indefensible. Chelsea are down to 10 men.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of
Neymar! They've got to be quick to recover this. And it's De Bruyne. Chelsea are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. He's having a go! And he's there to get it away. Now that looks a decent ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. Tonali can so cleverly bypass the press. And the pass is intercepted. Has a look and plays it forward. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Gullit pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, good read. And the first half is done.
Please turn your attention to the screen for information provided by the local police.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 10, Robert Lewandowski. Number 14, De Bruyne.
Here we go again.
Number 13.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Substitutions taking place.
It's Inzaghi! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Clinical. Just clinical. What a game. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. Do hope it's nothing serious.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He'll fancy himself from here. Neymar! Always going over the top. Now it's Mbappe. Aimed beyond the defence. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And they've got rid. Nicely spread. Beckham in acres of space out wide. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. It's a good run down the left-hand side. That pass isn't the best. Chelsea still have the cards to affect this game. That is ended up in no man's land. Looking to play him in. Doué is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Tries to play it through. It's a promising position. He's found a way through. Inzaghi! And somehow he kept it out.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
And he's had a hit! That tested the keeper.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Pullet plays it short. And this is Beckham! And that has been cleared. Thuram. Pedro Neto could try cutting inside here. Mbappe. Now it's Doué. And that could set him on his way. And Dijk gets over and intercepts. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Beckham. Looking for options for movement. And smartly reclaimed. It's run loose here. Played towards the front line. Carvajal.
2 added minutes have
Borussia
been indicated.
Dortmund are looking to break at pace. Now it's Doué. Now it's Mbappe. An uncompromising challenge. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? Chelsea present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Schmeichel will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. And that will be the final act. Chelsea cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Chelsea do have a chance to counter here. Tries to pass it through. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's run loose here. Good take, and is he in? Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's dealt with that really well.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bellingham! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Pirlo to take it as usual. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's nice. Ferdinand did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Great ball, and he's in here. Chelsea so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Bellingham plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now there's a fine ball. Cruyff! Out for a throw. Crosses it in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Rummenigge is onto this.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Nicked it back promptly. And it's Messi. And he's in on goal. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? Chelsea have themselves a chance from the spot. This for the lead. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! And we've reached half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think the story of the first half is dominated by the spot kick miss. It should have broken the deadlock, but here we are, and I think there's still plenty to play for.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Always onto this. He has a look up. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Chelsea presented with a golden opportunity here. This to go one up. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois. Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. Chelsea with another corner. Corner number 2 then. Messi plays it short. And he welcomes it in. That's really well manoeuvred. And now they can spring out of defence. Chips it through to Cruyff. Takes a shot! He scored! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Vieira is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
And the keeper beats it away. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Substitution for Lyon, number 24.
Lyon have their second corner now.
Number 8, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 9.
Oh, what a climb! It's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Number 18.
Lyon are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Driving forward. Beckham. There he goes, motoring forward. Lyon can breathe again, just.
simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
It's a really well-measured ball. Pedro climbs up big! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
Now it's Mbappe. Mainu. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And that could well leave a mark. No foul, says the referee. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shoot. Pirlo! Corner number 3 coming up. It's a decent clearance. That's good running with the ball. And the shot! Mateus. And that's another good win of the ball.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Mateus cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Substitution for Lyon. Number 25, Pirlo. Coming on the field is number 3, Seedorf.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, for a defender, Peter, Andy Robertson's style of play is more akin to that of a wing-back or even a wide attacker. Time after time, you see him make those overlaps, those marauding runs, providing support, the essential piece in any team looking to play on the front foot.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Tries to pass it through. Adams promptly onto that, and that is that. Engages and forces him off the ball. Mateus. And he cuts out the supply. Vieira. Well, that's well spotted.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Rummenigge. He is just caressing the ball. It's a lovely, neat pass. Mateus! That's really well manoeuvred. That's a cute ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. Oh, no joy this time.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, they can break here. And that interception was most necessary. That's an imaginative pass. It's a goal kick. It's a sharp little ball here. Robertson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Now it's Raul. Ambitious ball here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Lahm. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Driving through the middle. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Eto'o. Oh, it's a great ball here. Davids. And it's half-time here. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Please be reminded that
Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And the second half gets underway. So neither side has yet broken through. Rummenigge, and he shoots!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, terrible pass. It's a pretty loose pass. Lam. Maldini. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Baresi. Van Dijk. Mateus. Robertson. Xavi Alonso. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's having a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And a chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substitution in progress.
And we have our very first corner. Xavi Alonso goes short. Oh, well played. And he's there to clear it. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. Played out to the left flank. Shot could be on. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Chelsea can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
That is great defending, so alert.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That'll be a throw-in.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Referee's given a throw. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Raul. The ball has bounced loose now. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Beckham, shot a goal! And he's straight offside. Can he get it through?
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Aimed beyond the defence. Played into space out wide. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. There will be a throw-in. 90 minutes gone and nothing to show. Shot, surely! Off the post! He is through here! It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that will be the final act. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Well, what are your
Fellow
thoughts on
attendees,
today's game then,
this is
Jim?
a
Well,
lost
neither side
children
could get over the line
announcement.
here.
Please
Perhaps
keep
one
your
team
eyes
might
on your
be
children
happier, but
during the match
at the
all
final
times.
reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy, Rodri, was one of Europe's most coveted midfielders when he was on the market, and often seen as an integral component in the next generation of Spanish midfielders. He's got that outstanding quality of being able to shield the ball particularly well, and that is key to any holding midfielder.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. He's on it, can he get away? No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Well, that looks a decent ball. He's picked his way through. There's the shot! Goal! There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
And it's Eto. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious.
Substitution on the field. Number 99.
So time for
Batistuta.
change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Turan. That'll be a throw. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Vinicius Junior, Drogba, and this is Drogba. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Threads one in. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Park Ji-sung. That's a lovely, neat pass. And he was alert to it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Tries to pass it through. He's in a good position here. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to pull level. Well, would you believe that?
It really wasn't a confident penalty, Peter. It was almost like he was trying too hard to second-guess what the keeper was trying to do.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
There's plenty of positives to take, despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Chelsea can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. That gets things going for the second half. Chelsea carrying a one-goal lead. Nicely weighted ball. That's a shade optimistic.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Cannavaro. Pull it. And it's Vieira. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Eto'o! It is a fantastic goal! About as smooth as it gets! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
The goal scorer.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Chelsea are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Oh, well played, well played.
Drogba really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Cannavaro. Maldini. Pull it. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Not the most convincing of passes. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Maldini. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Chelsea really could have done without this. Dealing with the pressure. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Everton get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
And it's Hullet.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Time added on. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Chelsea can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. Eto'o voted man of the match and deservedly. So bring it on. Hike, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Up he goes! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. No way through. Mbappe. Cruyff. Rummenigge. That's been cut out, well played. Thuram. Roberto Carlos. And it's Xavi. That's Caceres. Roberto Carlos. And it's Roberto Carlos. Van Dijk.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Always onto this. Neymar! He's scored! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Goal! After 20 minutes is
A 1-0
Number
lead
7.
established.
Neymar!
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out,
Mbappe! And he was there to get a vital touch.
yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Pitches it off him. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Rummenigge. And here's Eto'o. Eto'o unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Rummenigge. He's had a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And here's Neymar. Messi. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Maldini. To Thuram. Van Dijk. Vieira. Rummenigge. Caceres. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Xavi.
There
Xavi
will be 1
Alonso.
minute added time.
And it's Griezmann. And that has put paid to that. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Chelsea head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
There's the start of the second half. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Griezmann, very much a man of this moment. Maldini. Nicely shaped ball. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Alonso, and he's there to make the challenge. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. It's Neymar! And that would have been some goal.
Neymar just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Maldini. And it's Griezmann. Being still separated by the game's only goal. And he's being shifted off it. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Aimed beyond the defence. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Van Dijk gets good distance on it. Griezmann, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that could set him on his way. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Mbappe.
So, time for changes
Number
on
19,
both sides, actually.
Messi. Number 14, Xabi Alonso.
Your impression so
Number
far,
7,
Jim?
Well, I'm
Griezmann.
inclined to feel that
Number
if I was
6,
in that dugout, I'd want the
Xavi.
players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Filippo Inzaghi. Number
I think
23,
the message here is quite clear,
Vinicius
Peter.
Junior.
They want another one
Number
and will
16,
seemingly keep going until they
Rodri.
get it.
Number 8, Zanetti. Number 11,
Now it's
Albertini.
Gullit. Can he get on the end of this? Another throw-in. Oh, good spread. Van Dijk makes the interception. So, what can they make of this? Nicely intercepted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Real pressure penalty, this. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! The message is simple: defend this with your lives. And it's played in here, and the shot! They want to be quick to recover this.
There will be 3 minutes.
And it's
added
hoisted
time.
clear. He's chosen to go back. And the number on the board is 3. But that has not gone well. And he was alone. And that's it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, that was a hard-fought win
Hello,
with
everybody, and
defensive
quick announcement now.
masterclass.
We would
They
like to-
backed
نشعر بالصخب الآن، نشعر بالحضور في المدرجات، نشعر بالكثير من الإثارة في كل مكان، وهذه هي متعة كرة القدم التي نريدها في الملاعب، ونريد أن نستمتع بهذه المواجهة المهمة. من يحضر المباريات بشكل دائم يعرف هذه الأجواء جيداً، ويعرف جمال هذه المشاهد من هذا الملعب. وتنطلق المباراة بالفعل. باولو مالديني عين على الكرة دائما هنا. روت خوليت تصدي جميل مميز من حارس المرمى، إبداع كبير من حارس المرمى في مباراة اليوم. لاحظ معي ردود أفعاله، لاحظ معي تحركاته، تألقه، ثباته، شخصيته في هذا اللقاء. برشلونة وركنية أولى في اللقاء. لينيان تورام يشتت، محاولة تسديد، ليس في هذه المرة، الكرة جاءت بعيدة عن المرمى. باولو مالديني أكيد في المرة المقبلة راح يفكر كثيرا قبل أن يتخذ قرار التسديد. الآن يأخذ المبادرة، تدخل قوي على الكرة. يحتاج إلى تركيز أكبر في المرة المقبلة. لا أعتقد أنه أحد يشكك في موهبة ديمبلي الكبيرة وقدرته على الإبداع في الملعب. مشكلته الحقيقية ديمبلي هي معاناته مع كثرة الإصابات. مسيرته تعرضت إلى وقفات كثيرة بسبب إصابات متعددة، لكنه يملك العديد من المميزات اللي تجعله دائما قادر على تعويض ذلك في الملعب بخلق فرص أكثر وبلمسات إبداعية أكبر. البينية حلوة الآن، ها هي خطيرة، هدف لبرشلونة. الآن أصبحت علامة مسجلة باسم الفريق. بارع جدا هذا الفريق في تنظيم الهجمات المعاكسة، المرتدات هنا لا مثيل لها. برشلونة يتقدم في النتيجة الآن، مهم جدا أن يستمر التقدم والدفع نحو الأمام وعدم ترك زمام المبادرة في يد الخصم. يوهان كرويف كأنه يملك 3 عيون في الملعب. تروح الآن جميلة خلف الدفاع، حلوة هذه الكرة، تمركز أهم صفة للمدافع، رائع جدا في توقع مسار الكرة. كرة في المساحة الخالية والفرصة، ارتدت الكرة من العارضة، كان يطمح للتسجيل لكن تضيع الكرة. الفكرة جيدة وربما في مرة أخرى نشوفها في المرمى. ميسي، دفاع قوي جدا هنا. برشلونة يحاول كالعادة ترك الكرة الخصم ثم ينتظر دورة بعد ذلك عندما يحصل على الكرة في ضربة في الهجمات المرتدة، لأنه واحد من أفضل الفرق اللي دائما عندها قدرة غير عادية في التحول من الدفاع إلى الهجوم. يشتت الكرة بعيدا، لينيان تورام نجح في الاعتراض. صامويليتو، ميسي لا يحتاج إلى تقديم والكل يدرك قيمته. يوهان كرويف نجح في المرور. خوليت يلعبها خلف، هذه فرصة جول. يا إلهي على كورة، على فرحة، على لقطة جميلة، على هدف خيالي. هذه بداية ولا في الأحلام. شوف اللعبة، شوف كل شيء فيها، هذا هو السهل الممتنع. برشلونة الآن أصبح متقدما بفارق هدفين. المباراة أصبحت أسهل بعد تسجيل هدفين. بالتأكيد أنه سيحاولون فرض المزيد من السيطرة من القوة في هذه المباراة، وأيضا البحث عن مزيد من الأهداف. في هذه الوضعية الآن مع انطلاقة صافرة الحكم نهاية الشوط الأول.
I'm afraid to tell you that we were expecting traffic to be heavy after the final whistle today. Substitution.
نستعد مشاهدينا الكرام لشوط المباراة الثاني. إذا ما نجح الفريق الخاسر في تذليل الفارق في وقت مبكر، هذا الأمر سيعطيه فرصة كبيرة من أجل العودة، ربما بعد ذلك قلب الطاولة لما لا في هذا الشوط الثاني. باتريك فييرا تلعب للأمام، يوهان كرويف لديه حلول، لعبة خطيرة، ردة فعل غير عادية من حارس المرمى. انظروا إليه كم تألق كثيرا في مباراة اليوم. يوهان كرويف، ليليان تورام دافع بشكل سليم، قرأ التحرك بشكل مطلوب، قام باتخاذ القرار السليم في الوقت المناسب، اعتمد على نفسه أكثر من اللازم في الكرة الأخيرة. لا يمكنك أن تواجه هذا الخط الدفاعي لوحدك، تدخل قوي وتاكلينج، ربما لو مرت لكانت خطيرة. دفاع رائع اليوم. واضح التنافس والندية في الملعب وتطبيق الضغط. ميسي في مكان فاضي على الطرف، انطلاقة كانت جريئة لكن في نهاية التحدي تفوق الدفاع، كسب الرهان على حساب الهجوم. ديبري رغم السقوط الحكم لا يحتسب أي شيء. كرة على الجناح لكن بعيدة جدا، لن يلحق اللاعب بكل تأكيد بهذه الكرة. ريكارد كولر، إمكانية تسديد الآن. يجب أن نشيد هنا بالدفاع لمنع الهجوم رغم الانطلاقة اللي كانت تبدو واعدة وتشكل خطر كبير جدا لولا تألق هذا الخط الدفاعي الرائع. وهنا خطأ من منطقة خطيرة، لا على ما يبدو أن المخالفة وقعت خارج المنطقة.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 10.
أعتقد أنه من الصعب التسديد مباشرة من هذه الزاوية الضيقة. عليه أن يكون في منتهى التركيز قبل تنفيذ الركلة الحرة. عنده حلول كثيرة لهذه الركنية بسبب أفضلية الطول. شوف الارتقاء، أروع، رأسية قوية لكن بدون توجيه، مجهود مميز هنا لكن يجب أن يكون أكثر تركيز. هو المتخصص في هذه الكرات. شوف اللياقة، أي فرصة ضاعت هنا، كان ممكن أن ينهي المباراة هنا لو تمكن من تسجيل هذه الفرصة وعزز تقدم فريقه بفارق 3 أهداف.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 6.
برشلونة يقوم بتغييرات بالجملة هنا.
Hullet. Coming on the field. Number 20. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 13. Puskás.
فان دايك. يان كولر لم يقدر على الدوران بالكرة هنا، ربما في محاولة مقبلة يتمكن من فعلها. دفاع كانت له الأفضلية. تدخل قوي قد يكون له أثر. رود خوليت يسدد، رود خوليت، أي فرصة ضاعت هنا. باولو مالديني. باولو مالديني يبعد الكرة للخلف نحو حارس المرمى. دفاع صلب لا يمزح أبدا. رايكارد.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
بيدرو نيتو يلعب الكرة العرضية للقائم الثاني. فيري بعد أن انتهى الوقت الأصلي والوقت المضاف بدل الضائع صافرة تنطلق من حكم المباراة ليعلن النهاية. إذن تشيلسي فعل كل شيء في كرة القدم لكنه لم يكن محظوظ. ابحثوا عن الحظ. نشوف الآن جمال كرة القدم في هذه المشاهد الرائعة. الكل حاضر ومستعد من أجل الاستمتاع بوقتها في الساعتين القادمتين. نريد مباراة حماسية ومثيرة وتكون على مستوى الحدث. كل شيء رائع هنا، الألوان، الأجواء، الأهازيج، هذه متعة الحضور والوجود في المدرجات. لحظات قليلة مرت على انطلاقة المباراة. فلامينغو في مواجهة برشلونة. فلامينغو وإمكانية الهجمة المرتدة. يوهان كرويف. كلارنس سيدورف واحد من أفضل اللاعبين في مركزه من دون شك. لا أحد يستطيع أن يقلل من قيمته وقدرته على لعب العديد من الأدوار في الملعب. الدولي الهولندي خير ممثل عن الكرة الشاملة بسبب قدراته وتأثيره في المستطيل الأخضر. تحدي كان صعب لكنه نجح في النهاية. رود خولت. رونالدو يندفع بقوة إلى الأمام. احتفظ بالكرة أكثر من لازم. لا أعلم في ماذا كان يفكر، ما الذي كان يشغل باله لتضيع هذه الكرة. برشلونة عندها الاستحواذ لكنه لم يترجم هذه السيطرة إلى فرص خطيرة على المرمى. كرة بينية سيئة لم تكن بالشكل المطلوب. تمريرة سيئة لا تصل إلى اللاعب. الحارس يبدأ الهجوم بكرة طويلة. ليليان تورام واعتراض ناجح في المكان الصحيح. رائع جدا في توقع مسار الكرة. فان دايك. تمريرة مرة أخرى للوسط. رايكارد. رود خولت لا يرحم أمام المرمى. وصافرة وخطأ موجود بعد تدخل. حكم المباراة يخرج الإنذار. فلامينغو يحاول كالعادة ترك الكرة الخصم ثم ينتظر دورة بعد ذلك عندما يحصل على الكرة في ضربة في الهجمات المرتدة، لأنه واحد من أفضل الفرق اللي دائما عندها قدرة غير عادية في التحول من الدفاع إلى الهجوم. ريكارد. الله ما أجمل هذه الكرة، ملعوبة إلى الأمام. ليليان تورام يبعدها. لعبة رائعة الآن. هذه كرة جول، كرة في الشباك. الله الله يا حريف يا لعيب. أي كرة، أي متعة، أي بداية. هذه هي قيمة النجوم الكبار في الفريق. يفتتح التسجيل قبل نهاية الشوط الأول في توقيت ولا أفضل من عمر المباراة. والفرصة خطيرة، يا سلام على الفينيشينج. أجمل إنهاء، وضع الكرة بروعة في الشباك. أي بداية هذه. هدف آخر يأتي يعزز التقدم ويؤكد التفوق. يا سلام على قطع الكرة والإنهاء المثالي. هذه الروح والإصرار والعمل الجاد. هذا درس مؤلم بدون شك. تفقد الكرة وترتد عليك ويأتي هدف في شباكك، أمر مزعج للغاية. فلامينغو الآن أصبح متقدما بفارق هدفين. تقدم بهدفين يعني أنهم متحكمين تماما في مجريات اللعب بالطول والعرض. موقف صعب الآن. يطلق الحكم الصافرة في هذه الأثناء. ينتهي الشوط الأول.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our charity fund, Chance in Football. Substitution.
وستبدأ الآن أحداث الشوط الثاني من المباراة. الفريق المهزوم عليه أن يكون في أفضل حالاته في هذا الشوط الثاني، لأن قبول هدف آخر ربما سيعني نهاية المباراة وتأكيد هزيمته وربما استسلامه بعد ذلك. رومينيجي كان يحاول أن يخلق الخطورة، لكن الدفاع تمكن منه في النهاية. يفضل العودة بالكرة. رائعة هذه الكرة. يسدد رودخوليت. ما الذي حدث هنا؟ لقد أسقطوه وبالتالي يبدو أنها ركلة جزاء. مع قرار كهذا الموقف صعب جدا عليهم. بطاقة صفراء، قرار سليم من الحكم. لو سجلها راح يؤكد تفوق في المباراة. بيتر شمايكل يتألق، ينجح في التصدي. هنا حارس المرمى كان البطل، نجح في الاختبار في التألق في التصدي. في الجانب الآخر كانت خيبة أمل. هوليت، قرار صحيح هنا باحتساب الخطأ. ورقة صفراء أخرى من حكم اللقاء. حذاري من كثرة الإنذارات في مباراة اليوم.
Substitutions taking place.
يتوقف اللاعب الآن، سيتم إجراء تغيير. بيتر شمايكل يتألق، ينجح في التصدي. يشتتها بعيدا، يتغير الاتجاه نحو اليسار. لا يوجد مرور من هنا. يحاول اختراق الدفاع بالتمرير. رومينيجي إصرار على مواصلة التسجيل. يا إلهي، لقطة جميلة وهدف جديد. يواصلون التألق في هذه المباراة. مهارة وروعة وإبداع، تشعر وكأن كل شيء سهل في هذه الكرة.
Substitution for Flamengo. Number 10, Gullit. Number 14, Johan Cruyff. Number 12, Seedorf. Coming on the field, number 7.
توقف أول هنا من أجل القيام بالتغيير.
Number 20.
النتيجة 3 أهداف نظيفة الآن. رودخوليت. هذه هي القوة المطلوبة في هذه المواقف. الكرة مع رومينيجي، والآن مرت. راحت البينية الآن. برشلونة لم تنتهي تبديلاتها بعد. فيها مغامرة هذه الكرة. الله على هذه التمريرة الرائعة. أكيد التمريرات الناجحة تخلي الفريق يكسب الاستحواذ، ومع الاستحواذ تأتي الثقة، لكن مهم جدا أيضا تسديد. الله كرة في المرمى، روعة واحتفال جميل ومشاعر طاغية. يا لجنون كرة القدم. انتهت المباراة. شكرا جزيلا لكم على متابعتنا. انتهت تغطيتنا وإلى اللقاء في مواعيد قادمة.
Just a quick request today for everybody to please kindly remove any cars parked on
you